But originally, when it was established in 1825, it was established as the Liverpool Mechanics Institute, as you can see here. Now, I just showed you Blackburn House. As you know, Blackburn House was the home of Liverpool's first high school for girls, founded by George Holt. George Holt came from a family of abolitionists, but he made all his money through slave-produced cotton. So you have this again. I mentioned to you how what you have in Liverpool is individuals who are benefiting from the slave economy in a number of different ways. So the vast amounts of cotton that was brought into Liverpool during the 18th and 19th centuries was slave produced, right up until abolition in 1865. And even after that, a lot of cotton was still coming from Brazil, where slavery wasn't abolished until the 1880s. So what you have is that Liverpool's great philanthropists use much of their wealth that was accrued through slavery to develop some of our most important institutions. George Holt, who I've just mentioned, who's the founder of the first high school for girls, is one of them. Another one of them is a man called Benjamin Arthur Haywood. Benjamin Arthur Haywood was one of the main benefactors of the Liverpool Mechanics Institute. The Haywoods had started off in Liverpool as a slave trading family back in the 1730s. They would become one of the most prolific of Liverpool's slave trading dynasties and would be involved in over 100 slaving voyages. They were responsible for probably transporting more than 50,000 people into slavery in the Caribbean and elsewhere. They used a lot of their wealth in order to invest in, as I say, in Liverpool's philanthropic institutions, primarily in educational institutions. Now, when we talk about the legacies of the slave trade to Liverpool's educational institutions, you're really acknowledging that the slave trade and wealth accrued through slavery is responsible for establishing Liverpool's most prestigious higher educational institutions. So the Liverpool Mechanics Institution is the forerunner of what is now called Liverpool John Moores. It obviously became the Polytechnic, as some of you will remember, and the Polytechnic is now John Moores University. The same thing happened with the University of Liverpool. So we're standing outside the Mechanics Institute. 8 years before the Mechanics Institute opened, we had the founding of the Liverpool Royal Institution. The Liverpool Royal Institution is considered to be the forerunner of the University of Liverpool. So both of these institutions, people will tell you they were founded in 1881, for example, in respect of the University of Liverpool. Yes, that was when we get the status of the University College, but these didn't come out of a vacuum. It wasn't one day someone woke up and said, right, we're going to have to set up a university. They come out of earlier institutions. So, as I say, the Liverpool Royal Institution was founded in 1817, right at the time when discussions are starting to be had about the abolition of slavery in the British colonies. So, again, many of you will know that the slave trade was abolished in 1807, but the ending of the slave trade is not the ending of British involvement in slavery. Slavery is not abolished in the British colonies until the 1830s. So you could no longer send slaves from Africa to the Caribbean, but you could still own slaves. So slavery, as I say, wasn't abolished until the 1830s, and when it was abolished, the merchants who owned slaves were given a massive amount of compensation. It was such a large amount of compensation that it was the largest bailout by the British government up until the banking bailout of 2008. So not only was it the largest bailout up until 2008, the bonds that were issued in order to pay off this massive amount of compensation were not completely paid back until 2015. So all of us have contributed to the paying back of a loan that was taken out to pay off what were already some of the richest people in the country. But they considered that if slavery was to be abolished, they had to be compensated for their loss of property. The slaves received nothing, but the owners of the slaves received more than the equivalent to more than £20 million in 1830s money. It was actually 24 million, because the government would only pay back 20 million in cash. So the slaves who were freed in 1834 weren't actually free until 1838. They had to pay back the other 4 million in their own labour for another 4 years. So you can imagine when the edict was made on August the 1st, 1834, going down to the courthouse or whatever, where they stood in order to announce to everyone, you're free now, but you've got to work for us for another 4 years for nothing, and then you're actually free because you need to pay us back for yourselves. It's incredible when you think about it. But much of this wealth comes back to Liverpool and other places and helps to develop a number of different important industrial innovations in Britain, probably the most notable the development of the railways. So Liverpool is already at the forefront of the development of the British railway infrastructure by the establishment of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway, which opened in 1830. Now, the Liverpool and Manchester is the first passenger railway anywhere in the world, but it was used far more for the transporting of cotton from the docks at Liverpool to the mills in and around Lancashire than it was passengers, certainly in the early years. It was established by individuals who had made their money through plantation owning. So, of the first chairman, a man called Charles Laurence, he was a planter in Jamaica. He received over £40,000 in compensation for the slaves that he had to free. 3 of the 4 deputy chairs in the first year that it was founded, John Moss, Lister Ellis and Robert Gladstone, were all slave-owning merchants as well. So very much this large capital investment that manifests itself during the 1830s is then invested into railways up and down the country. Without a doubt, slavery had a great impact on the development of the industrial sector. Good to see you. The first industrial revolution in terms of development of the steam engine. How? Well, James Watt is bankrolled by plantation owning merchants. It's the finance from that they lend him that allows him to develop the steam engine. And during the second industrial revolution, the revolution in transportation, it is very much Liverpool merchants who are the ones who are bankrolling the development of the railways. Again, if you can look at this all online now, there's a great website called UCL Legacies of British Slave Ownership, and it shows the wealth that went into the development of the railways and where it came from. It's also responsible for developing an awful lot of the important artistic collections in this country. So there's an amazing collection of paintings. Has anyone been to Penryn Castle?
Yeah.
In North Wales, you been to Penryn? Yeah. Okay, well Penryn, they have a fantastic collection of old master paintings. The tenants were Jamaican plantation owners, and they used their large payout for the slaves that they had to free in order to purchase some of the finest works of art in the country. Canalettos, a Rembrandt. The National Trust had just tried to sell the Rembrandt. It's a portrait of Catharina van Hoogstead. They just tried to sell it to a collector back in Holland, and the British government had just put a hold on the sale. They were selling it for £47 million. And this wealth had come from, this purchase had been acquired with compensation monies that was given to them in the 1830s. So Liverpool's Liverpool's education institutions, not just the institutions of higher education, but also its most prestigious secondary schools, both Liverpool College and in a much earlier period, the Blue Coat, were founded and maintained by wealth that was accrued through slavery.